What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and welcome to episode 18 of The World's First. And today we're going to be traveling to Durham to take on the league leaders, and hopefully we can come away with some sort of result. But before we get to that, let's take a look at the last couple of months' worth of matches and see how we've been faring in the league thus far. And this is exactly what these last couple of months have looked like. Since our last live comm of the 1-0 victory versus Skelmersdale, I'd say we are on a pretty decent run of form. Four wins, 3 draws, and 2 losses. Unfortunately, the biggest loss coming against Buxton in the very next match. 4-0 away to Buxton. Only one player getting above a 6-7. That was Andy Gascoigne with a 6-9. Everyone else rather average, especially, and actually below average, especially on the defensive side, as we had 3 yellow cards. Jack Broadhead with a 5-9. Benny Iggyhound with a 5-9. Nobody really good on the day, and to be quite honest with you, we really deserve this loss. Couldn't get any single attacks together. But then we rebounded by stomping a mud hole in Northwich Victoria, defeating them 4-1 at home. Elliot Pond getting his first and so far only goal in a Sheffield FC shirt, but that's okay. James Cadman, Benny Iggyhound, Chris Hall adding on to the tally and getting us a good solid win. We then followed that up with 2 straight draws, 2 very goal-festy draws against Scarborough Athletic and Spalding. And to be quite honest with you, that Scarborough Athletic one was a real big letdown, as we jumped out to a 3-0 lead early, only to see it slip away in the second half. In the next match versus Spalding, we had to come back in the late stages just to come away with a 2-2 draw, and I think it was a very hard-fought draw. The way both teams were playing, it could have gone to a draw no matter what. Our second and final loss in this stretch was against a 5th-place Tadcaster that just completely shat all over our defense early and often. 4 goals in 20 minutes in that first half just led to our complete demise. Tim Rivers getting the only goal of the second half, only goal for us as well in the 53rd minute, and that really was the only highlight, as the defense just played like garbage, while the midfield and strikers didn't perform all that badly. They just weren't getting the chances up front to produce the goals. Since Tadcaster, though, we have yet to give up a goal, as we picked up 3 wins and a draw. Our 1-0 win versus Stourbridge with a Benny Iggyhound goal, unfortunately a 0-0 draw to Marine away from home, which I guess was a decent enough result, but at the same time I feel we edged them out in certain areas that we could have come away with a goal and snuck away with 3 points, but instead it ended in a 0-0 draw and we only got away with 1. We came back against Frickley at home, and Benny Iggyhound got us on the board early, while the defense held stalwart to prevent Frickley from getting anything, as we came away with all 3 points. And then finally against Ashton United, a 3-0 victory at home on the backs of Coupe Cadman and Tim Rivers. There are several shots to go around in the local bars, especially the one next to the Coach and Horses ground, which is named after the local pub Coach and Horses, as we have pushed up into the playoff spots once again. As we take a look at the league, we are now in that coveted 5th place spot, though very precariously, as you can see, 40 points through 26 matches, and all the way down to 11th place. Teams still have a chance to reach that 5th place spot, since they are within 3 points of us. Durham, who we are facing off against today, is absolutely mud-stomping the league. They are 18 points clear of 2nd place Darlington. Scarborough is a point behind them, Droylsden 2 behind them, and we sit 1 behind Droylsden. So I feel that Durham have the quality. They have the players on their team that obviously are Vanarama National League quality. So what I did was exactly what you thought I would think I would do. I went and scouted the team. Just in case, on the off chance that they have to dump players, why not pick them up? Why not pick them up just in case, Durham says, oh, you're not good enough for this league, we're going to release you from your contract. I'll be right there to scoop them up. And to be quite honest with you, Durham have about 7 to 8 really good players, and by really good, I mean 4-star or above, for this league. But it all starts with their 2 strikers up front that we need to watch out for, and that's Kashime Walton, 21-year-old Englishman, who looks very solid. Good finishing stats, and his physicals are through the roof, and he's definitely going to be a solid player for them in the Vanarama National League, and I assume that he's going to stick with them for quite some time. And I assume his striker partner is Johan ter Horst, as he was listed as a 4-star current ability player. The 22-year-old also with about the same amount of finishing, good first touch, good technique, not as fast as Kashime, but overall a decent enough player that he still has netted in the goals. 18 goals in 26 league matches. We really need to keep an eye on him if we want to get anything out of this match. And speaking of that match, let's get right into it. And Durham are going to be, of course, playing with Terhoist and Kashime Walton sitting up front. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to mark the crap out of them. But this is who we're going to start with today. We're going to match them with a 4-3-3. And the lineup's going to be as follows. Callum Williams in net. Coupe, Broadhead, Kennedy, and Duxbury along the back line. Cadman, Fox, and Gascoigne will be the midfield. Elliot Pond, Benny Igihan, and Tim Rivers, who is normally a midfield, but he does have a little bit of ability in the striker role, will get the start up there, as unfortunately Chris Hall is still recovering from strained knee ligaments he picked up a month and a half ago. So he's not going to be fit for this big match versus the top of the table team. Hopefully he will get better and help us in our charge down the stretch to stay in the playoff spots. But we're going to go with this, and like I said, we really need to close down those two prolific strikers on Durham's side if we want to get anything out of this match. So let's kick off. Cross fingers, see what happens. 26 minutes gone, and that was a really poor holding on of the ball as Durham are coming forward. Good save as the shot from Walton goes directly into Callum Williams, forcing a corner kick. Has not been a lot of action so far, as there have only been 3 shots total by both teams. We get the ball, Cadman clearing it away back out to the center line as Azam plays it out the back for Durham. Senior to McAvoy. Durham doing very well to hold on to possession and control the tempo of the game as they're sliding it into the 18-yard box, and Kashime Walton is offside. Good play in the offside trap there. Free kick. Tried to get it into the box. We could hit him on a break. Oh, if Elliot Pond did not have such a heavy touch, we probably could have hit Durham on the break. But instead, it's going to be, foul by Coupe. What's it going to be? It is going to be a warning, and it's going to be a quick free kick for Durham into the box. Oh, a quick free kick goal. Defense didn't know what to do. Callum Bullock. Definitely not someone I would have been marking, but Durham up 1-0. And that all came from the quick free kick. We didn't have time to set up. Bullock was being marked by somebody. I don't know who. Lewis Kennedy should have done a little better job to prevent that goal. Durham coming on once again, just a few minutes after. I probably should sub out Broadhead if he's going to be diving into those tackles. He's already on a yellow card. I don't want to drop down to 10-man against a team like this. Oh, what a great pass from Bullock. Far post. McAvoy was completely unmarked. And already, just like that, it's 2-0 to Durham. And they're showing exactly why they are top of the league and just running away with it. Look at that. Great pass from Bullock. McAvoy was... I can't say he was marked. Our defender was trailing him the entire way. Do Durham really have that good a play? I guess they do. If they are completely manhandling us in this match. Broadhead still flying into tackles. I'm going to have to sub him out at halftime. Fuck, Callum Williams should have done a lot better than that. The ball went right at him. In fact, the ball went right over his circle. So the ball went right at him, and he just didn't do anything about it. Sutton, Williams doing absolutely nothing, and it's 3-0 Durham. And just like that, we're getting absolutely blown out against the league leaders. And to be quite honest with you, I'm not too happy. How can I be? Losing 3-0. Things need to change, definitely. Show me something else in the second half. They seem to be attacking from all over. Left, right, and center. There isn't a single spot that I can pinpoint on their attack that I could say, okay, this is where they are. We need to stop them. And the heat map confirms what I am saying. I mean, they have a little bit of the goalkeeper, a little bit on the left, a little bit more on the right, and some through the center, but no big green spots. They are just all over the place, and that is what's making them so damn deadly. Like I said, I don't know who to pinpoint and who to break down because the attack is just all over the place. I think what I should do is drop down into a 4-4-2. Maybe that'll stifle their attack. Maybe I can match width for width. But at this point in time, I'm running out of ideas. If I had any ideas to begin with. Do I have anybody out there on the left that could play on the left right now? It does not look it. So Rivers is going to come off for Tom Buckley. He's going to come out there and hopefully knock some sense into these players. That should work there. And that's right, I want to sub out Broadhead because Broadhead's been rather disappointing, and that yellow card doesn't make me in his favor. So let's go back to the team talk, and I think we'll just go with this. Kick off, second half, possibly get a goal. Come back, probably not likely. Throw in for us. Joe Fox trying to get into the box. Iggy Hahn. Back out to Fox. Gets inside. Elliot Pond is there, and we finally get on the board. Our first shot on target's from Elliot Pond, his second goal for the club, as he takes the ball and gets it right back into the center circle. He thinks that we can get a comeback. With 23 minutes, though, is it possible against a team like Durham? 12 minutes to go. Buckley's cutting inside. He has a couple of options. Gascoigne tried to go over the top to Elliot Pond, but was cut out. And once again, Durham on a counter. Terhorst into Walton. Good save. And a good clearance away. Oh, but number 10, Benny Iggy Hahn, wasn't able to pick that up. 5 minutes to go. Throw in for us. Buckley taking it up the left side. Throws it long to Elliot Pond. He only has one guy in the box. Actually saved by the goalkeeper, and we do get a corner out of it. Didn't think that was corner worthy, but Buckley saved by the keeper. Well, in the end, I can't say that we gave it our best because this was well below our best. And against the top of the league team in Durham, coming away with a 3-1 loss, not really what I wanted. I'm sure you could say it was expected, but not really what I wanted. I thought we would have came out a little better. Probably if I started with a 4-4-2 from the off, it could have been a lot closer, but going 4-3-3 full-on attack, I thought we would have kept up the pressure on their back line, but it just was not to be as they exploited our back line. And since I said I scouted like half the players from Durham, of course, them playing in the match, I can see their scouting reports, and a lot of them say either doubts track the player or has no interest in joining, and understandably so. Like Waka's Azam, he definitely laid the lumber on us in terms of his passing. Atkinson on the defense, Senior on the defense, Levi Sutton in the middle, Perzicki in the midfield as well. McAvoy, oh my God, McAvoy. I don't want to see his face ever again because of what he did to us. Kashime Walton, of course, not wanting to join our club. But this one right here, this guy, George Whiteoak, as far as his center back abilities, it says sign him whatever the price. I am interested, but I don't know if he wants to go with us right away. I mean, he's got a marking of 12, a tackling of 9. His positioning could do with some work. Decent bit of physical ability, decent bit of pace between 8 and 11. He hasn't been a mainstay on Durham. I mean, as you can see right here, 2 starts, 21 substitute appearances, which leads me to believe that he is more of a super sub than an actual good starting player. So as far as it says, sign him whatever the price, he really doesn't seem to be all that great. Maybe sub material. Definitely better than some of the subs that I have right now, but as of right now, I'd rather not try and sign him. Maybe at the end of the season, depending on what the situation is. But let's take a look at the schedule and what we have going forward. We have a lot of matches going forward. I probably want to come back one more time before the end of the season. And I want to say 9 matches in, it's either going to be Matlock or Curzon Ashton. And I think because Matlock are sitting in 20th right now, Kurz and Ashton will probably be the better matchup. And March 24th, I believe that's right around the time that transfers are no longer available for these lower league clubs, and that like free transfers and whatnot. So when we come back, if I haven't made any signings, we're going to get right into the Kurz and Ashton match. So until that time, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new and you want to see more FM content on the channel. Any comments, suggestions, questions, anything else, please leave in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.